Changing the subject of a formula, video 1. Here's a simple formula. At the moment, the subject of this formula is A. The instruction is to make B the subject. In other words, we need the formula to say B equals something. So our first job is to get B over to the left-hand side of the equals sign. And the easiest way to do this is to simply swap sides. Instead of A equals B plus 4, it says B plus 4 equals A. It's exactly the same thing the other way round. Now we want B to be totally on its own, so we need to get rid of the plus 4. We do this by subtracting 4. On the left, we've now got just B because we've subtracted 4. But to keep the equation balanced, we have to subtract 4 from the right-hand side as well. On the right-hand side, we had A, and now we've got A minus 4. And that's the job done because B is now the subject of the formula. Before we leave this example, notice how the equal signs are lined up one above the other. Here's another example. Again, we've got a simple formula which says A equals 3 times B. We have to make B the subject, so we swap sides to get it on the left. You can see that the B is being multiplied by 3. To undo a multiplication, we need to divide. If we divide the left-hand side by 3, we'll get B on its own. But, to be fair, we have to divide the right-hand side by 3 as well, so we'll get A over 3. We've finished the job because B is now the subject of the formula. B equals A over 3. Here's another example. This time the formula is a bit more complicated because a letter C is involved, but we still want B to be the subject of the formula. We're swapping sides so that the B is on the left. The next job is to subtract the C from both sides. 4B equals A minus C. We need the B on its own. At the moment it has a 4 in front of it, which means it's being multiplied by 4, so we divide by 4. Now we have B on the left and A minus C over 4 on the right. Notice with this formula that we have a negative B. The formula says A equals 5C minus B, so instead of swapping sides, we add B to both sides. Now on the left we have A plus B, and on the right we just have 5C. We have added B to remove the minus B. Now all we have to do is subtract A from both sides. B equals 5C minus A. Here's a few examples for you to try. Remember to always do the same thing to both sides. The numbers in brackets are the question numbers. Make Q the subject of each formula. Pause the video while you try the questions. Here are the answers. Notice in solving each question, the equal signs are always lined up. Question 1. Swap sides. Divide both sides by 7. Q equals P over 7. Question 2. Swap sides. Subtract 4 from each side. Q equals P minus 4. Question 3. This time we're not swapping sides. We have a negative Q, so we just add Q to both sides. Now all we have to do is subtract P. Q equals 3 minus P. Question 4. Swap sides. Add R to each side. Q equals P plus R. Question 5. Here's another one where we don't need to swap sides. We have a negative Q, so we add Q to both sides. Now all we have to do is subtract 2P. Q equals R minus 2P. Question 6. Swap sides. Subtract 3R from both sides. Divide both sides by 2. Q equals P minus 3R all over 2.